It's that commitment to something bigger than yourself. It's the desire to go out and make a difference in the world and to make the world a better place. That's something that's uniquely American, and it's something that gives strength to our Army.
For 232 years, American soldiers have been viewed by people all around the globe as the strength of this nation.
This flag that was presented to me by my soldiers was found crumpled up in the floorboard of my truck. You can see it has bloodstains, and the bloodstains are from myself and my gunner, Sergeant William Kinzer, who was killed that day.
Why did I join? I joined after 9/11. I'm from New York originally. 9/11 impacted me a lot. A lot of my family's there in Chinatown, right by the World Trade Center.
It made me feel like I was making a difference, not only in my life, but I was actually writing a page in history.
I had been deployed in 2003 through late in 2004. I just felt compelled that I needed to volunteer again and help more.
I'm in the Army because I feel as an American woman it's my duty.
We have freedoms that other countries aren't allowed to have, especially as a female. I'm able to wear the uniform and protect those freedoms.
Those who volunteer out of a sense of duty are the strength of the nation.
Ronald Reagan once said, some people wake up every day of their life and wonder if they make a difference. I don't have that problem. I'm a soldier, and I make a difference every day.
Our 7 Army values and our warrior ethos have been at the core of who we are.
The Army values are what you live by. They're what make a person who they are.
Weapons come and go. Organizations come and go. It's our values that are what make us strong.
Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. The main reason why I joined is personal courage.
They're American values, the same values that our forefathers used when they founded this country.
We've been defending this nation for over 200 years. We've carried that tradition along with us to this very day. That's what makes us the strength of the nation.
Whether it's in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, or today on today's battlefields, everything that the soldiers do today are reflections on the unit traditions to uphold for future generations.
A bullet struck my M16, continued on striking me in the face. Continued on breaking out 7 teeth, shredding my tongue. The bullet turned, went down my throat, and lodged in the back of my throat and caused an arterial bleed. The first thing out of my mouth was how soon I could go back. It wasn't a matter of if I could go back, but it was when I was going to go back to Iraq.
My grandfather was a combat medic in World War II. By me serving, I'm carrying on his legacy. I'm very honored to do that.
I know what I went through in combat from a battle to Ball John, and I feel a closeness, a camaraderie that it's hard to explain. But I feel it every time I see one of them, especially the ones that are over there in harm's way.
It is a continuum. I really believe that. Are they the same as the guys in World War II? Yeah, they are. And World War I. It's the same young men and women willing to step forward, leave their homes to protect their families and their communities.
The recruits that come into the Army today, they come in the Army fully knowing that they're going to be put in harm's way. And I think that takes a tremendous amount of courage.
Army Strong means the ability to be a soldier. Not everybody has the mettle to do that. People that can are Army Strong.
We bring that strength to the nation. one team working together, everyone playing off each other's strengths.
Mentally, physically, emotionally strong, tough. Those are the things you need to do our job.
It's a human dimension of combat. It is the soldier on the ground that wins the day. It will always be that way.
The second time I was wounded was on 26 January of '05. Two insurgents from behind a wall fired two armor-piercing RPGs at point-blank range at my truck. Left me with a laceration and a compressed skull fracture to the head, and the injury so severe to my left leg that it required to be amputated.
It's a special American that volunteers to serve in our military in time of war, and it's a special family that stands with him or her. It really is humbling to think about how our military families have responded to this extended conflict.
The Army family includes soldiers, of course, their families, so their husbands and wives, sons and daughters, Army civilians, Army contractors. As an Army civilian, I feel just like a soldier without the uniform on. One team, one fight, it's what we say.
We are the American people. We're the sons and daughters of America, and they understand what we do. The sacrifices that not only we have to make, but our families as well.
That's where my son is, in Arlington Cemetery, Section 60. He was the first one killed in Iraq to be buried in Arlington Cemetery. Now my son has 9 members of the 75th Rangers with him.
We've been in a long fight in the global war on terror. Our families are taking a toll just as much as the soldiers, so it's important to give them as much support as we give the soldier.
Probably been home about 28 months of the 5 years that we've been married.
I don't think that the rest of America sees how much we help each other and how much we rely on each other to get through these deployments.
My proudest moment was probably when my husband came home from his first deployment. I never felt so much admiration, so much joy, so much respect for him than I have ever in my life.
What's different about an American soldier in today's all-volunteer force is they're not just Americans who have benefited from the great wealth of this nation and the great freedoms of this nation. Our soldiers also step forward and say, this is worth it to defend. I will put my life on the line for this idea of America.
These are the people that make our nation strong and are willing to do the ultimate sacrifice for us.
One day, my son said, what do you think about me joining the Army? He thought that I would be angry with him for joining the military after what happened to me. Here's a kid that joined the military after he was called to his old man's hospital bed twice while he was on life support, but yet he saw something in the military to still enlist in today's Army. My son, PFC Chase Jurgensen now.
Over the next 20 years, we see potential out there for different conflicts. We must ensure that our units and our organizations are the best trained, best manned, best equipped, so that from generation to generation, just as we've done in the past, we can ensure that America's Army remains the strength of the nation.
You ask about the strength of our nation and the strength of our military. I say look no further than that.